Now let me tell you about a man named Marcus. He's a good man standing right in the middle of his life's journey. Marcus isn't just any man, he's a man trying to make his way in this crazy world. He's got a heart full of dreams and a house full of love. 5 kids, folks. 5 blessings that look up to him every single day. He knows his role, he knows his purpose, it's etched on his soul. He's got to provide, he's got to lead. Every morning Marcus is up before the rooster even thinks about crowing. The city is still sleepy, but he's wide awake. He's got to be. There are lunches to be packed, little shoes to be found, and a long day of work ahead. He doesn't complain, no sir. He just gets it done. That's what a real man does. He puts his family first. He understands that responsibility is a privilege. It's a chance to show his kids what hard work looks like, what dedication feels like. He's teaching them life lessons without even saying a word sometimes, just by being him. He's a fighter, all right? A quiet warrior in the everyday battles of life. Now, even the strongest folks have their battles. Marcus, he's strong, but he's human too. He walks around with these insecurities sometimes, little whispers in his ear telling him he's not smart enough, not good enough, or that maybe he doesn't have what it takes. These are lies, of course, but they can feel real heavy when they creep in, especially when you're trying so hard to do everything right for your family. He has to fight those thoughts off every single day. It's an invisible battle, but it's a real one. He knows he has to be his own biggest cheerleader. Then there's the anxiety. Oh, that anxiety can be a monster. It's like a shadow that follows him around, worrying about the bills, worrying about the kids' futures, worrying if he's making the right decisions. It can keep him up at night staring at the ceiling, his mind racing with all the what-ifs. He's got to keep moving. Let's be real, folks. Money talks, and sometimes for Marcus it felt like money was just whispering real quiet. The financial struggle was a constant pressure. Bills would show up like clockwork, always demanding their share. Rent, utilities, groceries for 5 growing kids. It adds up fast. He worked hard, sometimes 2 jobs, just to keep their heads above water. There were times when the ends just wouldn't meet, no matter how much he stretched that dollar. It's a tough spot to be in, feeling like you're running as fast as you can but not getting ahead. But Marcus had ambitions, big ambitions. He wasn't just dreaming of getting by, he was dreaming of getting ahead. He wanted wealth. Not just for the fancy cars or big houses, though a little comfort wouldn't hurt. No, he wanted wealth for freedom. Freedom from the constant worry about bills. Freedom to give his kids the best education. Freedom to build a legacy. He wanted to create generational wealth, something that would last beyond him. Something his kids and their kids could build upon. That's a powerful dream, a noble dream. The hustle was real, but so was his hope. He was ready to put in the work. Section 4. Faith as fuel. Finding strength in the storm. Now, when the world feels like it's pressing down on you, where do you turn? For Marcus, the answer was always clear. He turned to God. His faith wasn't just something for Sundays. It was woven into the fabric of his everyday life. It was his anchor in the stormy seas. When the bills piled high and the worries tried to take over, Marcus would get on his knees. He'd talk to God, lay his burdens down. He found a peace in prayer that he couldn't find anywhere else. A quiet strength that refilled his spirit. His belief in a higher power gave him perspective. It reminded him that he wasn't alone in his struggles, that there was a plan bigger than his own understanding. This faith didn't magically make all his problems disappear. No, life still threw its punches. But his faith gave him the strength to take those punches and keep standing. It taught him resilience. It taught him that even in the darkest night, there's always a promise of morning. He held on to that promise with all his might. It was the light that guided his steps. Faith for Marcus wasn't a passive thing. It was active. It fueled his determination. It kept him grounded and looking up at the same time. Section 5. The uphill climb. Every step counts towards success. Marcus's journey, let me tell you, it wasn't a straight line to the top. Oh no, it was an uphill climb, full of twists and turns, stumbles and scrapes. There were moments of real struggle, times when he thought about giving up. He lost a good-paying job once, and fear gripped him tight. How would he feed his 5 kids? How would he keep a roof over their heads? That was a dark valley for him. He also tried a small business venture that didn't take off like he hoped. That was a tough pill to swallow, a blow to his confidence and his bank account. But then, amidst the struggles, there were small victories. Little glimmers of light that kept him going. After losing that job, he hustled harder than ever. He found a new opportunity, maybe not perfect, but it was a step. A bill that seemed impossible to pay got paid. One of his kids would bring home a good report card, and his heart would swell with pride. These small wins were like fuel for his spirit. They reminded him that progress was possible, that every effort, no matter how small it seemed, was moving him forward. He learned to celebrate these moments. His journey to wealth, to success, it's still ongoing. See, success isn't a destination you just arrive at one day. It's a continuous process. It's about growth, learning, and never quitting. Marcus is on his way, folks, and he's taking his family with him towards a brighter tomorrow.